guys, Matt from TOTALmtg here, and this is Friday Night Magic, but it is a Saturday. If you saw what happened on Twitter last night, I was midway into editing the video from me and Sam playing our Planeswalker decks. It was such a good match, but then I realised in the middle of the game I accidentally tapped the dice. God knows how I did that. It completely ruined the first game. If it had stayed the same result in the first game, I would have kept it, but it did not, so we're going to have to re-record that. So this is a bit of gameplay, and as you can see, I've got a new green screen. So if it's a little bit out of sync, I'm really sorry, but it's the first time I'm using it, but it seems okay anyway. So I hope you all like that, because I'm going to try and use it on Twitch. It is a bit of a setup, so I might not be able to use it, but I will be trying to use it. So this was the deck from Deck Tech Tuesday this week. This was a Black-White Pharaoh's Afterlife. It's Black-White God-Pharaoh's Gift, based all around this great card here, where at the beginning of your combat on your turn, you may exile a creature card from your graveyard, then you create a token of it. So what the old plan of the deck is, you get this down hopefully earlier, then you go and search for it, but you need to get 6 creatures into the graveyard. So how are we going to do this? We have every single creature has Cycling. Vile Manifestation, absolutely brilliant, can come down as big and just win the game in one go. Wasteland Scorpion is a cycler. Archfiend is a great board wipe and a cycler as well. Oketra's Attendant is in there now, thanks to Lukey. Thank you very much, mate. So yeah, it's basically silent. If you want to see the deck tech, I will leave a link below for you to go and see the deck tech. But let's get on with our match. So this is our opening hand, guys. It's not the best hands. A little bit slow with the desert coming out because we can't turn one cycle. But turn 2, we got 1, 2, 3 cards of cycling there. We've got the Gate to the Afterlife, a Yahini's Expertise. Hopefully we can draw into some land. Our opponent plays a Fetid Pools. So we'll play our desert and pass the turn. Across to our opponent there. Obviously no clue what I'm playing at the moment, but I'm sure it'll be in the title screen once I work out what it is. There is a nice shiny desert card over there. Okay, what do we draw? Draw plains, that's good. So we can pass the turn, leaving open, ready to start cycling away. Start off with the Oketra's Attendant, I think. There is another shiny desert. Opponent has all the shiny deserts here. So let's cycle our Oketras. What do we get? We get another one. Okay, cool. We do not want to do that. We'll play our plains. So we can cycle 2 cards here. We can cycle maybe the Lurchin that costs 1 black, and then cycle another Attendant as well. Not going to play our Gate to the Afterlife this turn because there's literally no point playing it at the moment. So it is our opponent's turn. We still have our cycling that we can do, which is pretty good. See, are they going to play anything? There's another desert. I think I saw something about, was it Desert Control I saw? Possibly, I saw something about that online, not too sure. Cycle the Lurchin, go and get one of them. Cycle Oketra's Attendant. And we get a Scorpion. Okay, a land would be nice. No land. That's our graveyard at the moment. We shall just yield. We have to put something into the graveyard. Which we will do that. So that, you know, even though we're discarding, it still sort of helps us with the Gate to the Afterlife, which is not bad, of course. I'm assuming our opponent is on maybe some kind of control. I'm not too sure. They've got an Archfiend in their graveyard, which they cycled away. But we're not seeing much else yet from our opponents. We've got no clue what they're playing other than they've got an Archfiend, lots of blue and black land. Sensors, that's interesting. You know, maybe you didn't have to tap out for the Gate to the Afterlife. Okay, oh, his opponent's definitely looking like they're playing control here. We'll cycle the Horror. Get some land, get some land. We'll cycle the Attendant. We got some land at last. Right. We're not doing anything there. We've got a Catcher's Last Mercy, which is interesting. So we could play this now. Then we know they've got some kind of counter spell if they do. So let's try and play this now. See what our opponent does. I'm assuming they obviously got sensors in there. They've got camp. But we've played around sensor. But it depends if they are controlled. They've got something else. If not, if they can't deal with it, next turn we will be able to go and get our lovely little God-Pharaohs. God-Pharaoh's gift. Okay, negate. Okay, fair enough. So it does look to be blue-black control. So Yohini's expertise possibly is no good at all. We do have two of them. We're not worried about land at the moment at all. Opponent's just playing lots and lots of deserts. So it could be blue-black cycling control, possibly something like that. Oh yeah, there is a vial. Okay. Interesting. So we have our own vial there. Shame we didn't draw a land. Do we really want to risk? Let's try and cast it. Let's try and cast it. Ours is going to be a lot bigger. See if we were right not to play the gate. Opponent's waiting to pay for something. Essence scatter. Ooh, we could have got away with it, maybe. We could have got away with it. We'll cycle this now. I want to try and get a land. No, we did not get that land. Okay. So, if our opponent can go off here with cycling, we could take a hell of a lot of damage, because Vial Manifestation is a great card for 2 mana in this type of deck, obviously. Yohini's does not get those vials. 0-4, still can be hit by grass. We don't run grass, unfortunately, though. So we're going to be hit for a minimum of 2 here. And there's 3 cards in hand. Didn't cycle to pump it up at all. What do we got here? What do we got? It is... Okay, Curator Mystery. That's pretty sweet. Gets around Yohini's as well. Bit annoying. Right. Let's go for it. Let's go for it. Because we're going to be on a very... Oh, we actually got it. Right, we're going to cycle again now because we want to try and find those lands. Come on, yeah, we got land. We're going to play that land. Right. We got it in play. Not too sure. Opponent's only got 2 cards in hand. So they're playing blue-black. Unbelievable. We're playing blue-black cycling. And we are black-white. So let me know what you think of the green screen. Don't forget to go and follow me on Twitch if you don't follow me on Twitch already, because I do a lot of gameplay. I stream 7 times a week over there. It's really growing over there. Really, really happy about that. And we're nearly up to 2,500 subs as well, guys. So make sure you go and subscribe if you're new to us. We're going to pay 2. We're going to go and get our God-Pharaoh. Hopefully it does not meet a disallow. Oh no, not the disallow. Not the disallow. Oh, the nimble. They've got the nimble. Well. Nimble Obstructionist. Absolutely great card. Maybe should have tapped and left the white. Possibly. We can play a lurch in here, so we've got a creature down potentially. Bit of a nightmare. We could play Yohini's into Last Mercy. I don't think we will do that just yet. Even though Yohini's doesn't hit anything, it means we can cast Last Mercy this turn. Go from there to there. But we'll have to cast a creature now, which is the Lurching Rot Beast. Is a 4/2. If it sticks, it can trade off with the Vial. Which it doesn't look like it is. Oh, I don't think we've got 5 to pay. So we're under the cosh a bit here. We are under the cosh. Last Mercy might save us, but they could have those counter spells again. It's got a high amount of counter spells in this deck. Down to 4. One, two, three, 4. We're still nowhere near even a double Yohini's expertise. Yohini's expertise. That is not good. Okay. Right, 2 cards in hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We could cast the Archfiend. We could get back maybe one of these. We can embalm this back. But I think we need to try and get this to stay alive. Yes, our lands don't untap, but it puts us back to 20, potentially. We only run these as a one-of, obviously, in our deck. Oh, opponent's deciding, what's he going to do? What's he going to do? So let's have a look at our graveyard. That does cost 5, unfortunately. And they've got the counter spell, and it's 5, and we've got 4 mana. So that is the first game, guys. We've lost the first game. We'll be back for game 2. So, we're going to go to the sideboard here. Gideon's Intervention might be quite good. Lost Legacy, we could name some stuff as well. A Ketra's Mercy doesn't seem brilliant in this game. Cast out. We are playing... The trouble is we are playing a blue-black cycling control deck, so it's a bit tricky. Could play Gideon's Intervention. Cast out seems okay. Fatal Push does get their Vile Manifestations. I'm going to take out the Anointed. Yohini's Expertise can go. Going to bring in some Fatal Push. Bring in 3, maybe 4 Fatal Push. Space for 1 more. We could bring in Gideon's Intervention. Naming their counter spell, but not really. I just don't think that with the way they're going to probably go with. We're keeping one of them, bringing some pushes, submit the deck. So we're back for game 2 here. We have cycling, not too bad. We will keep this. Let's see how we can go. See if we can build up to something a bit quicker this time. Opponent's deciding whether to Malta 4. Malta 3! Ooh, that's good for us if they keep that. Might give us a chance in this game. They've kept 4. Okay. So we shall play our Swamp, because then we can cycle the Rot Beast straight away. Potentially get our Anointed Procession down in a few turns, if we're lucky. Opponent plays a Desert. We shall cycle the Rot Beast. And what do we draw? What do we draw? We draw a Ketra's. Okay, we've got a Ketra's Attendant. And we draw another Swamp. Okay, so we'll play our Plains and yield to end of turn. And we can cycle the Ketra's here. This is one of our tougher matchups. I personally don't think the blue-black cycling is better than this deck. It's just different to this deck. Counterspells is where we, you know, counterspell magic. It's just a counterspell deck is hard, but we can go off, and we doesn't, you know, as long if we can get the afterlife on the battlefield, go and get our God-Pharaohs. Once that's down, blue-black find it very hard to deal with. Which is why it's not always a bad matchup, but heavily counterspell decks. Obviously a hard matchup for a lot of decks. Unless you can aggro them out. Cycle again. Right, let's start getting these counterspells out. Anointed Procession. What do we have? What do we have? Which one is it? Which one is it? It's a negate. Okay, so that's the first one gone. One of many, I'm sure. Fetid Pools comes in tapped. Horror of the Broken Lands. Okay, so what should we play? What should we play? What should we play? I want to play that one. I want to try and cast this. We've got to try and get the counter spells out, so we might as well just keep trying to play. It might be better even playing creatures, because it does keep getting the creatures out rather than cycling. Oh, so that's out, so that's not too bad. Didn't have the counter spell for that one at the moment. Maybe as Grasping Hands, maybe as double black. Now the Fetid Pools untaps. Fingers crossed it doesn't. Fingers crossed. Okay, I should have cycled there, really. Ooh, Gate to the Afterlife. Okay. I'm going to cycle this. See what we draw. Okay. We shall attack for 5. Do we do? Oh, we do damage. Let's cast this. Horror of the Broken Lands. Whenever you cycle, discard a card, gets +2/+1 to end of turn. Right, here's a countervailing. Okay, we can't play the 2, unfortunately. Gets 1 out, though. Makes the vial bigger. Vial's up to 6. If only it was +1/1, it would be broken, this card. Possibly not broken, but you know what I mean. Let's attack in. Let's cycle. Ooh, get our opponent down. So let's. Should we risk this? I think I'm actually gonna. Am I gonna risk this? Yeah, I'm gonna risk it. I'm gonna risk it. And it survives. So how many creatures do we have? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4. We've got the 6 in there. Obviously, they could have the Nimble. If we draw a land, that'd be quite good, because they could maybe counter that with a Nimble. Then we could just play God-Pharaohs. Okay, Mirage. Becomes a copy of target artifact, creature, enchantment, or land to end of turn. Oh, that's a bit annoying, isn't it? That is a bit annoying. Because it can become a copy of the vial. Do we try and do this now? Let's try and do this, shall we? Let's try and do this. Search your hand or graveyard. You may also search your library. We'll get that down. Okay, click on. Let's bring something back. So we got a God-Pharaoh's gift down. Have they got the nimble? No, they have not got the nimble. So what I think I'm actually going to get... Should I get this? Could get the horror cycle. We could do cycling twice. I'm going to get the horror. And then we will attack. Attack in, potentially for the win. Waiting for them to pay costs. What are they doing? We've got 2 cycle cards here. Okay, becomes a copy of that. So, where are they going to block? Where are they going to block? We can still, well, depend on how they block. I don't think it matters. I think we still actually win. So they block there. We will cycle. Gets +2/+1. Cycle. Cycle again. Goes up to an 8. And that is potentially the game, I think. And that is a game. So we're 1-1. So we're back for the deciding game. Currently 1-1 against Black-Blue Cycle. What's our open hand? We got 2 lands. We got cycle cards. Yep, we will keep. No turn 1 cycle. But we may get one on the draw. We'll have to wait and see. So like I said, guys, if you want to see the deck set for this, the link will be below. It's really good. It cost like $30 to put together when I made it. And it's even cheaper online. MTGO, this is dirt cheap. Unless anything spiked that I don't know about. I'm pretty sure it was like under 5 tickets for the main board. Not the sideboard, because obviously Fatal Pushes are a little bit dearer. But you can swap them around for Grasp if you want. They're a bit cheaper. So you can do that. Okay, there is a Fumigate. Probably should have took the Fumigates out, really. Didn't need the Fumigate. Opponent isn't playing many creatures, or to what we know anyway. To our knowledge, shall we say. So let's start our cycle. Land would be nice. No, it's a gate. Land this time. No, still no land. I am going to cycle now. Actually, don't cycle that because we can always put that one in. Let's cycle here. Hopefully we draw a land from the top. Yay. We draw the land. We found our land. Our opponent cycles their own Archfiend. We shall yield till end of turn. Yield! Lots of tapped land our opponent plays. Lots of taps. Okay, oh, swamp. That is nice. What should we do? Let's cast a Vial. If it does get countered, we'll just play another one. Oh, it survives. Let's play another one then. If it doesn't survive, that gets bigger. If it does survive, we've got 4 power on board with cycling in hand. Does this one not survive? No, this one doesn't survive. Okay. So we get 1 survive. So maybe they've got an answer for that. Because I don't know why they didn't. I suppose if they'd used that counter spell, we could have still paid for it. So that's exactly why they didn't do it. But the Vial is there. And if they can't deal with it, it could prove to be a bit of a problem. Possibly. It's just about getting them to counter the right stuff when they got heavy counters. We benefited from that. Oh, they got the fatal push. Okay. So. Land. No. Oh, we got another one, though. We got another one. Let's try it again. Yee! So we got a 4-4. At the moment. Could have another fatal push. No, not in hand. Oh, no, end of turn. No, cycling the Archfiend. Okay. Not too bad. Cycle. They're searching. They're searching. They do have... What, they got 3 creatures in the graveyard. Four can now. We got 2 gates, so we can risk one on there. There is the fatal push. Okay. They found their fatal push. They found their fatal push. They could play a manifestation here. Yeah, their manifestation is going to be quite big. Quite big. 2 cards in hand for our opponent. We've got 4. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Soon to be 6 in there. If we can top draw a land. Go on, tap out. Yeah, that's quite good for us. They can cast non-land cards though. Okay, if cover cycle we put, they have to cast it. Okay, so let's cycle this away. If we can draw a land, it'd be so good. We draw that land, but we need an untapped land. Oh, we did not draw it. We did not draw it. Well, we'll play that. We'll play this. As we can get it down. We shall yield. We will be able to go off with it next turn, but it depends what they've got in hand then, which is a bit... We do have another one in hand though. So, there is always that. We really needed that desert to be just a normal basic land, and then we could have just gone off, got back maybe the Archfiend or one of the Vials just attacked in. They'd have to block probably because it will be attacking for a lot then. We're not in a bad position, I'd say. So we will, yeah, we can't do anything. Depends what they've got in hand. If they've got a Nimble, that's a bit awkward. Just slows us down a bit. And we've got to be very careful of this. The old Vial. Okay, correct. Oh, I'll tell you what, I actually might attempt to fumigate, you know. I might attempt to fumigate. I'm going to attempt it. No counterspell, please. Oh no, they can cast it from the graveyard. Oh no, they haven't got 3 mana. Yes, that was a move. I thought I punted there, but I hadn't punted. I thought I had punted, but it was a punt in the way that I didn't look at the actual what they had in their graveyard, forgetting about they had this abandoned sarcophagus there. But it did only have 2 mana. So this has actually worked out pretty well. Got away with that. Got away with that. They could have had Censor, of course, but I wasn't playing around Censor. I just wanted to take a chance. They had 1 card in hand. So they've played a land. They've still got that 1 card. What is that 1 card? Will we be able to bring back the Vial here? If we draw a land, this is good that they play it. So they played that. That's good for us. So, and they've still got 1 card in hand, haven't they? They can't play the counter. Oh, this is nice. Let's give it a go. Just double checking. Let's give it a go. This could be the game-winning move. If this resolves, it could be the game-winning move. I said could be. I'm still not counting my chickens yet because this could get countered. But we do have another one, which is very good. Yes. Go and get the God-Pharaohs. It comes in. Amazing. So now we will go and get... What should we get? Let's get a Vial. comes down as 2 9/4s with haste. 2 9/4s with haste. They could have one card, hopefully, is not a fatal push, which is not. We are going to attack for 18. So glad we got this combo off of these two. It's really cool. Win or lose. Win or lose. Hopefully it's a win. We're attacking for 18. Opponent takes the damage like a boss. Now, let's hope they can't do the 18 damage in one turn. If they can, fair play to our opponent. With 2 cards, they can obviously cast cards with cycling in there. So what have they got? They've got the Archfiend. They've got 2 Archfiends. They won't be able to play both of them. We've got our own Archfiends that we can play, and we can bring down 2 of them next turn. We could just bring down another Vile Manifestation. So here is a Mirage. Okay. Ooh. So they could become a copy of the God-Pharaohs. Bring back an Archfiend. Attack for 9. But I can't see how they're going to get out of this. We're going to make double tokens with haste next turn. Unless I'm missing something. Which could be, I could be. I could well be. Right. Shall we play the Archfiend? We can play Archfiend. No, that was enough for the game. We were literally just going to bring down another Vile and just attack for a lot. So guys, I really hope you enjoyed that match. We come from one behind and we managed to win with our God-Pharaoh's gift. Really good to beat that black-blue cycling deck. We were under a bit of cosh, but we managed to get our combo off. Don't forget to build this deck. It's really good fun to play with, and you will surprise your opponents and possibly make them a bit salty. But hey, it's all about having fun in Magic, and this deck is fun. Anyway guys, don't forget to press that subscribe button. It's down below. There will be a Commander video tonight, so make sure you watch out for that as well. You lot take care and have a great weekend, and I'll see you on the next video.